Test 1 2 3. Okay, I record. Hi guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial. If you are new, subscribe. I upload Blender tutorials. Today I'm gonna show you some procedural bullshit stuff. We're gonna build some sci-fi buildings or sci-fi starships, whatever, from this cube. And you can create shader from this. So I'm in Blender. I'm gonna select my cube, go to the edit mode by clicking tab, right click and choose subdivide, and I'm gonna subdivide this by 10 times and just click enter, and once again click tab to go to the object mode. Now go right here on this icon and change this to cycles right here, and you can turn the values down on the sampling right here. We're gonna go to this icon, okay, and just click new. We just create a new material from this cube, for this cube. So go on this icon, click new, and on the settings we just change this to displacement and bump. Now I'm gonna some adjust because I'm wanna show you the results. So I have on the film right here transparent, background, whatever. Now I'm just selecting this cube and change right here, click right here on this icon and just select shader editor. I'm gonna make it bigger just to show you, and we have our nodes right here. So we must search for some nodes. Shift A, search for the displacement, and just connect displacement to the displacement because we're gonna displace this fucking cube. Shift A, search for the mapping, okay, and we're gonna need textures coordinate. So Shift A, textures coordinate, and connect textures coordinate from normal to mapping. And it's very important to subdivide your cube by 10 times, okay, not 100 or whatever, because your PC gonna blow up. Now we're gonna need another node. Shift A, on the texture right here, choose checkers. And if I'm gonna just connect these checkers to the color, to the height, I wanna show you the results. I hope my PC not gonna lag in. I have this fucking checkers on my fucking, this checkers pattern on this cube, yes, as you can see. And the idea is like you just connecting this mapping with this textures coordinate from normal to the first color. And basically, I'm just gonna zoom in. You just play around on the scale on the checkers and on the scale on this mapping and on the rotation, but the scale is important too. So I'm just gonna play around and show you what shapes you can create using this tree, very simple tree, and you can build more to this, of course. As you can see, I can scale on this direction, I can scale on the Y, as you can see, yes, and on the Z a little bit have effect. And if I'm gonna just play around on the scale, I have different shapes from this fucking cube using just this checkers and this scale right here. And you can play on the rotation too. So if I'm gonna just play on the rotation, as you can see, you can create some interesting shapes, yes, some sci-fi buildings or starships or whatever, yes, if you don't want to model this, and you can create shader from this. I have another tutorial how to create shaders, yes, group nodes or whatever. So as you can see, if I'm just playing around on the scale, I have different shapes from my cube, yes, and it's very like you can build more to this, of course, yes. You can mix RGB and mix this to another texture, but looks very interesting, yes, as you can see, yes. And of course you can adjust the location to play around with this, yes, but the location, it's working like the scale, whatever. So I'm just playing around on the scale, yes. I just make it bigger on this X, on the Y, yes. So we can create, like I said, some starships using this, or maybe some buildings, sci-fi buildings. Wait guys, I look, no, this is not good. There was some good shape. No, this is not this is just fucking simple cube, whatever. So play around. This is very interesting shape, yes. And the idea is like you just searching for some good texture, image texture, whatever, and just plug this to the fucking principal BSDF. Or if you have Blender kit, yes, right here, materials, and search for the right here sci-fi, and just copy this notes and just place this on the displacement, and you have, yes, some sci-fi material to this fucking shape. But you can build more to this, like I said. Shift A, on the texture I'm gonna choose wave texture, and the idea is like this wave texture you can connect basically to the checkers to the vector. So color to the vector right here on the checkers, and this looks like shit, I know, but you can play around, of course, on the wave, yes, on the scale, on this right here distortion, but you can change this to rings, maybe. This is interesting shape. And if I'm gonna just play around on the scale and change this to Y, maybe, yes, I have different fucking shapes using just two nodes. I know this tutorial is shitty, guys, but I need content. I'm working on some good tutorial, okay, guys, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, this is the tutorial, guys. You can create shader from this, you can create interesting shapes, and like I said, yeah, this is good shape. Just place this, you know, behind where something not detail or whatever on your scene, and you have interesting shape on your fucking scene or whatever, yes. So as you can see, I'm just scaling on this fucking checkers, and I'm just scaling on the fucking wave, and the displacement is happening on my cube. Simple stuff, guys, but I need content. I know this is shitty, whatever. You can build some starship using this when you find some good shape, yes. Hey guys, no, this is not good shape. I'm just scaling and scaling and scaling. Let's go. So yeah, it's very important, like I said, to subdivide your cube by 10 times, not 100 times, because your PC gonna fucking blow up, because it's too much geometry. My PC just lagging, and I must reset my PC if I subdivide this by 100 times. So yeah, if you want, you reset your PC, just subdivide your cube by 100 times, not 10. 10 times subdivide, okay? And play around on this fucking stuff, and you can come up with some interesting shapes. And like I said, add some good texture, and you have some sci-fi shapes on your scene, yes, on your image, if you, or maybe on your fucking scene, yes, if you creating some animation or whatever, or maybe some image. This is interesting shape, yes. Whatever. Thank you for watching, guys. I know this tutorial is shitty, but I working on some good stuff too. See you on the next video, and you can create shader, of course, from this, so watch some previous tutorials.